Now, what do we start with, lads? Actually, Shaps, you tell us, man. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, I'd rather just, straight off the bat, let's just do Man United Chelsea, get it over with.
All right. Yeah. It's like what I used to do with like whenever my dad would beat the shit out of me with a belt. Anyway, let's carry on.
Why did you lose to the worst United side of all time?
That is a good question. That is a very good question, which I actually don't have an answer to.
All right, can I add on to the question?
Yeah.
Why did you lose to the worst United team of all time as the greatest Chelsea team of all time?
We are not the greatest.
But
Chelsea
you're the
team
Club
of all
World Cup
time.
champions.
Yeah, we
The
are.
first one, eh?
You're the first ever Club World Cup champion.
One thing
You're going to be the reigning Club World Cup champions for the next 4 years.
Which is a fact.
It's a fact.
One thing I don't understand is when a result doesn't go away, now it's like Club World Cup champions. That you guys are trying to second check that fact, which is a fact, and it's not going away. We are the Club World Cup champions, and then that's it. There's no.
So that's
if we lose against a team, you come now try to second guess that whole thing.
You're taking
like,
it
first
too
of all,
far.
I'm trying to start on that. Like we
you're
are
taking
Club
it too
World Cup
far.
champions. Full stop.
You're taking
Club
it too
World
far.
Cup champions, but you're not the best team in the world. That's two separate things. Yeah.
Yeah. We were the better team on the day, which made us the Club World Cup champions. But we are not the best team in the world.
Okay. A reasonable Chelsea fan.
Yeah. The better.
We've done an episode with him, but like I thought maybe it was a one-off. I thought it was a one-off.
No, so
like you don't care at all, like not even one bit that you guys have the trophy that is the only trophy that moves.
which is, if you guys get the trophy, you'll be absolutely elated to get it.
I don't know.
I know
I've
Liverpool
seen,
fans.
I've seen the fallback.
I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, I know you were waiting for that trophy.
for that one, because I know when you do get it, now it becomes a trophy.
Yeah, so there's validity in the trophy. And
Fair
most
enough.
Liverpool fans, especially Jamie Carragher, is salty and bitter because they weren't able to be in that particular competition. But when you are, and you go the full length, and you get to win it, you will celebrate it the way we did. There's no running away from that.
So, yeah, cool
Let's talk
story.
about the game now.
How
Yeah.
did you lose to Amorim and Tricky Reds?
Nah, you know what? This is
Predictable.
this is
Predictable on that day.
you know every single season that the fixtures come out, this is one of the fixtures I dread, because
I'm
for the
flattered.
last 12 years we haven't beaten you guys.
Why did you close your eyes like
Old
that, bro?
Trafford.
Why did you close your eyes like that, bro?
I'm flattered.
We haven't beaten you
He
guys at Old
blushed with
Trafford
it, bro.
in the last 12 years. We
Yeah.
don't have a win there in the last 12 years.
2013 is wild though.
That is crazy.
Because
It's
I'm-
either a draw, you guys absolutely take us to the cleaners, and most of the time, I do remember last season when you had Ruud van Nistelrooy coming in. That was one of your lowest points that season.
Yes.
You were there for the taking. You were food for us to eat. We starved that day as well.
I think you guys have given three of the past United managers their first win. Ole first game was Chelsea. Ruud first game was Chelsea. Who else? Ole's first game.
Premier League game.
The
Premier
game.
League game.
Nah, not permanent. He came in first as an interim manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. The first permanent one then was Chelsea, I guess. The first permanent was Chelsea, yeah? Yeah. I know the last three. The first,
Yeah. 4-0 was
Yeah.
crazy. I remember again.
When he says 13 years, are we talking about Premier League
Prem.
only?
Like, Premier League.
I don't think they played in any other competition.
We
Fair enough.
have in the FA Cup as well, and they've taken the cleaners still
Ah, yes.
as well.
The Rashford.
Yeah, the Rashford free kick. Yeah. So it was a bad game. That's the worst game under Maresca I've watched so far. It was. I don't believe Sanchez in that position. You should be looking to foul this guy. I believe you just let him score, because we have proven time and again we can come back from one goal down.
Yeah.
You should not be looking to get a red card in the 4th minute, because if it's 97th minute and you're trying to save the game, then that's fair. You know what? I'll say what?
Cool.
Hands up, then that's cool. But in the 4th minute, trying to foul this guy and then the game is over, manager loses his head, fans lose their heads. I lost my head on the day.
Because I feel like, okay,
Those
yes.
subs, bro. We were just talking about subs.
Yeah, the subs were bad, but I think he was also not like the Palmer sub guy is injured. So he had to go
Neto,
off.
explain to me Neto.
Yes. The only sub that didn't make sense was Neto going off.
I was panicking. Also, the final
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
The Tyreek George, after spending
Yeah.
5 minutes talking to Garnacho.
I
Just-
actually expected Garnacho would have maybe made an appearance.
appearance,
He would have had more heart into that game, because after that first sub, I felt we are not taking anything away from this game. And then now when you guys scored, I knew that was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
we
But-
were so kind enough to even give you another half of,
Okay, second half was atrocious from both teams, I believe.
I
We
think
tried
as
to
we
do
were trying to
things.
defend, you guys were, I don't know what you were trying, because you're not creating that many chances.
Genuinely
It was just
didn't
gems and
understand.
vibes.
Actually,
You know,
Joe
that's what I was gonna
Pedro
say.
by himself, front line, trying to run against four-man was the only good thing to come out from that game.
That's what I was going to
Only
say
one,
about
like
only-
your
only-
midfield is hella poor if you're trying to play
expansive.
that type of game where you keep the ball.
Yeah.
Just to it's Caicedo and Enzo. They're not really going to.
No, they're better off the ball.
Yeah.
Caicedo's, at least for me, I think he's better off the ball. But, I don't know that. I think there's only one defender within that Chelsea group of defenders, whether first team or not, that doesn't have the bozo gene. And I include keepers in this. Like, I just feel like each one of them has a moment.
Are you including fullbacks in that?
Yeah, I'm including fullbacks. And I think it's just Reece James who
That's
doesn't
it.
have, like,
That's what
that's it. Like, Kukurea, look, Kukurea's in great form.
Bro,
I don't want to chat shit.
I shout for
But he
Gusto.
has- he
That's
has-
But he has,
Bozo form.
I just feel like I can see it. I don't know if I can smell it, if it's in his hair or
last season
something.
alipenda bao mbili.
Nayim,
Oh,
he has
yeah,
it. He
against
has
Spurs.
a red
Okay,
card
yeah.
in him.
Has-
He has a weird own
Okay.
goal.
Also,
I-
like,
I heard it.
he has a crazy aura deficit every single time he gets his hair cut. by
All
another
right,
man.
deficit is so.
It's so wild, bro. Like, it's
What do you
just,
mean aura
and the
deficit?
thing is, like, at first
What do
it's
you
an
want him
aura
to do,
deficit.
shave and
like,
try to
no,
get
no.
aura?
All I'm saying is, the thing is, there's an aura deficit once he gets pulled, because the way he lands, like, by the natural pull, like how you land, like you go, right? Aura deficit.
Unaanguka
But
je
the-
hivyo as a
but then-
man.
exactly.
You have a wife and children. Unaanguka
then-
na shingo.
And then wait, yeah, exactly. And then the thing is,
Got his
he'll
hair
get
pulled
up-
also last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the time.
Last
That's
week, last week,
last
didn't he?
season.
Last week.
That's
Last week he got
embarrassing.
pulled.
So what are you saying? Yeah.
Wait, I'm not done. Because the first part is the aura deficit. The aura drainage is when he gets up and goes to the ref and says he pulled my hair. Like, yo,
Yeah, but he did.
yo, but you don't say it, bro. You just let it slide, man. You gotta man up, man. Like, tie that shit up or do something. Go pull his hair. Like, go do something back. Now, anyway, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
genuinely, I know last season the narrative with the defense was, like, Chelsea could be really good once they sort out their defense, because the defense is. But like, it feels like this season the defense is worse, so much worse.
Yeah.
And I get it. There's injuries, Colwill.
Yeah,
whatnot.
that's actually the biggest reason why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough. That's an interesting take.
Only him?
actually,
Him alone
him,
means the rest
him.
fall apart.
No, him going off. The thing is, you have to understand how Maresca sets up his defenders to shape up in how we start playing from the back. Levi Colwill is the most important in doing that, right? So you have him compose on the ball, and in terms of actually defending defender one-on-one, he is by far the best of all these guys. Tosin, even that Fulham game where Josh King's goal was disallowed, you could see already there was a warning sign in how he defends 1v1. He managed to get the block in, but the next time Josh Kim had him 1v1, he managed to score. Was disallowed, but anyway, that's VR. I'm not trying to get into that. Next game, literally against Bayern, we saw the same thing, same template. Isolate Tosin, make sure your striker is 1v1 against him. He can't defend 1v1. Now, with Colwill, it's a different story. He knows how to do that well. And when we play from the back, he sets up the defense very well. And he was coming into, he was getting into that groove where even in the England setup, him and Mark Gehi, I believe, would have been the two centre backs for England in this coming World Cup. But Konsa now is more suitable to do that. But when you lose a guy like that in your defense now, whose second season coming into his groove, becoming that kind of leader, that sends shockwaves to the dressing room. And Maresca goes on and says, we cannot do without a defender. We have to go sign a defender.
It calls into question
Yeah.
the quality of your squad depth, having spent the money that you spent.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it too much, but it's that elephant in the room is not getting out of that room.
They have a £90 million defender.
Fofana.
Yeah, no, you haven't even mentioned him among any type of solutions.
That's the thing. Like, there's no need to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because he's not. He's not. You guys know he's not. Like, he knows.
Yeah,
the best defender has been subjected to coming to training at 8 p.m., training with the kids, eating on his own. They need to bring him back.
Yo,
how you pulled that back is insane, man.
That is crazy. Hey,
That's crazy. Bomb squad.
But look, again, for the first time in my life, I'm agreeing with what Jamie Carragher has to say about our squad, because he actually went on to Sky and he said that I actually don't have a problem with the manager. I think the manager is doing good for what he's been given with the team, with a young squad. He's doing well. What I have a problem with is the recruitment after that money being spent, that you're going to a game, Allianz Arena, Old Trafford as well, with that keeper and that defense. Now with Sanchez, it's an interesting one because Maresca fully trusts this guy. That is for sure. In as much as we will say he's not good enough and everything, if the manager trusts him, then there's nothing much you can do. But that defense, I can't believe Mosquera will be the best defender at Chelsea, and he's a bench starter at Arsenal when Saliba is
literally
starting.
walks into your team, bro.
Literally. So it's not good enough.
It's better than Saliba, so
it's not good enough.
But it's
It's not good enough.
But like the way you're also treating your players, right? I feel like also it's gonna be difficult for you to sign good players, because I feel like you can just sign anyone. You sign players that are fighting with their clubs, Garnacho. Like you're
Fighting with drugs.
Yeah.
Who is?
Modric.
I mean, your way of recruitment has been a problem, and also the way you're trying to give people long contracts, and then now that you're not even willing to see them through, despite giving them someone like Disasi and Sterling, you gave them the contracts, right?
We did.
It's also the attitude towards those players, right? Like, remember what Enzo Maresca said about Raheem Sterling when he joined Arsenal, or before he joined Arsenal last season. He said, like, he's just not my type of winger or whatever. He spoke very dismissively of him. And then what he said Juicy now with the whole fisherman story and whatnot. Like, essentially what he's saying is, you're a footballer, tough. Like, okay, so like, why would you go and want to work with that manager?
Something as simple as this weekend, you guys bought, you were really trying to get rid of Tyreek George the whole window. You're trying to send him anywhere that could get him. Yeah,
he was going to Fulham.
Yeah, guys were everywhere.
Almost agreed.
Yeah, and then you buy Gittins, you buy Garnacho. You have money that you've spent. Then you leave that on the bench to bring on the guy that you wanted to get rid of the whole summer. To what point?
You know what's crazy? They copy-pasted that shit with Chalobah. You get what I mean?
They even
sent him off
away
and then brought him back in January.
Okay, I believe those two things.
He'd also been sent
No,
off.
they're different, but
Oh,
like
yeah,
it's so similar. Like you make such rash decisions with your recruitment, but then when you sell well to companies that you already have been in bed with from time ago, you know, in Saudi and whatnot, you come back and tell us, oh yeah, we're the best sellers. Like,
Okay, which we are, like that, you know, that's a fact. You know, if there's a loophole to be found, there's a
bro.
loophole to be found. At the end of the day, if you want to do business, that's how you do things, and we cannot pretend. We have I think our stadium is like ranked number 11 in the Premier League. So like there's not enough revenue coming into the club from match day. I saw this man have already made 600 and something million already, and you guys finished 15th. We still don't have a front of shirt sponsor up until this point. We had to sack the guy who was in charge of the deal because he is not doing anything to help us with that. Now, there are a lot of rash things being done by the club. That is a fact. We can't run away from it. But at the end of the day, these guys, what they're trying to do is that they have to make sure we are more sustainable from the footballing business kind of side.
Okay, what's Chelsea's objective? What's your plan for the next maybe 4 or 5 years? What's the project like? Because is your project to be signing players and selling them? If that's the thing, then Nisawa. Or are you actually trying to compete? Because your signings don't look to trying to compete. It's let's get this guy and then sell.
Right.
It genuinely doesn't even sound
That's-
like you guys are trying to sign to build. Like I get
Yeah.
the whole young player thing,
Right.
but teams like, for example, in Africa
Yeah.
or in Europe, they try and sign young players from countries like Kenya to sell them at a profit. That's what it feels like you guys are doing. It feels like, yes, it's more business than building a young team to
actually-
grow together
Yeah.
and then go as a group to go and win things for a
Because I
long
think even
period
with
of
these
time.
young Brazilians, even you as a Chelsea fan, you don't really figure these guys will be, if they do come good, they won't be with you past 2021.
No, absolutely.
So you just know they're straight off
I
to
actually,
Spain.
I actually
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez has maybe 2 or 3 more years at Chelsea. Then maybe he goes to Real Madrid. That's what I actually believe.
Nah,
It's not good enough. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, he will.
not on that level.
Nah, he will.
I don't know that he goes
he's
I
there.
can
such a-
see him at Bilbao, but he's not
Nah,
Bilbao-ish.
he's
not.
really-
Yeah, I just played Bilbao. I
Yeah,
can
he's
see him
not-
at Bilbao.
he's not
but-
Barca.
Yeah.
To answer your question,
Yeah,
Saddam,
so-
Yeah, he's
this
not Barca,
is-
he won't be signed.
this is
game.
the, I will say, like the beef the Chelsea fan base has with these managers or these sporting directors and these people, is that we feel this season the recruitment should have been okay. We scraped to get into top 4, right? But we went into a competition that's the Club World Cup. We did well, and there was improvement. So now what you do is you build on that, and the quality of signings you bring are to make sure now you go toe to toe with your Liverpools, your Arsenals, try to close that gap. But what do? We go sign up Jamie Gittins, who now will need 1.5 years, 2 years to gel into the team. And we're not even sure he's going to still to be in the team. Maybe he might be sold. So there's that balance that us as a fan base, we do want to compete. But the sporting directors and these guys, how they've been given orders to build the squad, it's very clear for them. It's just get this talent maybe at a low price, and after a year or 2, we're going to get a good profit from him. That is the main agenda from the
So you guys are
from the
trying to-
owners up. But we want to compete.
They're
but,
here to participate, bro.
But if your manager is saying my best defender is out, get me a defender now.
You see, that's not how
And you
football
don't
works.
get
Why is he
him.
telling us
That's
now?
not, but that's not how football works. To be fair, because I don't figure even Maresca. That's just being spoiled. To be fair,
No, I
Because-
just feel like all you have to say back to him, Kiarie,
Yeah.
is, listen, my father was a fisherman.
Yes,
And like he had to work from 2 till 10 in the morning, and like tough, bro.
This is
Get
harder
a
work
fucking
than
grip.
having 5
Honestly,
defenders
like,
on the
yeah,
bench.
Like, it's,
Yeah.
how do you like? I find it difficult to accept like saying your manager wanted a defender. His best defender is out for the rest of the season. He needs a defender. Bro, you fucking spent £3 billion.
Okay.
£3 billion. Now,
I
don't care how well you sell. You spent £3 billion. You should have a very good defender somewhere else in there.
At a Moja.
Now
Come
that's
on,
fine.
your better keeper is at Bournemouth.
No, nice. Nah.
Your better
Actually,
keeper
our
is
better
at
keeper is
Petrovic.
at Strasbourg. Mike Penders, I believe.
course.
You have better keepers than everyone.
We wouldn't be surprised. You have so many. We don't know about them.
Because
Absolutely.
even Kepa is
But
a
now-
better keeper than
but-
Sanchez.
Yeah.
It's
But
not-
now
it's
the
not
thing,
even.
the thing is, with the manager wanting a signing and actually not getting the signing, I don't want to speak about Arsenal, but Arsenal have told us for time and again, Arteta has been wanting a particular kind of striker. That's why they couldn't compete. They couldn't go for the league. And all of us bought that. All of us absolutely bought. So I don't understand why you will not try to believe that when Maresca asks for a defender,
So you want a
he
defender
knows
for what? Because we don't even know your goal.
Yeah.
As a
compete.
manager,
we have to compete. We can't compete with the defenders we have right now.
This is the argument. This is the
That's
argument.
such a fair point. What are you going to do with the
This
defender?
is the argument. Right now, we have a front line of Ekitik and Isak. One of them gets injured. I'm not expecting Slot to be like, yo, we need to go get an attacker. He'll manage with what we have until we get one of them back.
Oh,
So-
wait. Are you going to say... Wait, did you just say he's going to manage
Yeah.
as a manager?
As a manager.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's-
that's like...
you guys,
That's,
you
I
guys,
guess that's the
you
whole
guys-
concept
Crazy.
behind it.
you
Like,
guys lose Van Dijk right now.
Yeah, we'll just have to manage with what we have. Like that's
It's as simple as
ideally-
that, bro.
It's,
Like-
it's going to be one of those things where you're like, okay, the reason we couldn't do 1, 2, 3 is because Van Dijk was not here, and Slot maybe wanted someone else to come in, but he didn't get that.
Okay,
So
but
that's,
you see,
that's the point I'm making.
But Shapiro, to be fair to Van Dijk, there's a level of players, right? There's a caliber of players, no matter who they are, right? No matter who your replacement you think would be for that player, it's not going to be enough. It's simply not going to be. You don't get a replacement for a Messi, a Ronaldo, Vidic. You just don't.
I can turn
what you do is.
but Shile can turn him into a Colwill if I tried. Like if you really push,
Honestly,
like,
bro,
yeah, if you really
like if you do your job as a manager, you
So-
get, like. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I'm not saying anymore. We should talk about United. We really should talk about United, because you are now 1 point behind your title, your top 4 contenders,
World champions.
world champions. Yes, Chelsea FC.
Same
You're
points.
also 3 points behind who?
The
Arsenal.
Yeah,
right? And how many points behind City?
Same.
Oh, level. with-
11 points.
Yeah, level on points. So how do you feel? Time to shine now.
Honestly,
Hmm.
the future is bright. I have never had hope.
Never? You've never had hope on this show ever?
Well, I have, but the point is,
he hasn't said he's gotten hope. Baby. He's just said he's never had this.
Yeah, to be fair. Technically speaking.
Yeah, technically
today,
speaking.
what I've noticed, you guys are Amnanga IQ. Sometimes when someone is saying something, and then he does a pause. So no monge.
So
It's an intentional pause so that
you're
I
aura
say
farming.
something.
Yeah. Carry on.
Or a deficit, bro. Here's your boy, bro.
For real, bro. Anyway, carry on.
I think we've seen how our system works with, 11 versus 10, and I have hope, right? Performances, I was satisfied with pretty much everyone, including Casemiro, apart from the red card, because I think when he was on the pitch, he stepped up. And I think
I mean, he scored a goal.
the idea, yeah, and also he had some. But see, the thing, the 2 yellow cards was so unnecessary. Anyway, we needed a win at whatever cost. I'm not satisfied per se in terms of the performance, because I feel like when we also got a red card, we just kind of got confused, right? Although our subs were quite decent, I still feel like we were confused in terms of what do we do now, right? It's like, okay, it's 2 goals up, it's 10 versus 10. Like the system just couldn't work anymore. But at least we were able to get a point. We defended quite well. The sub of getting Euro ahead of Maguire, I think that was the only thing that I disagreed on, because it's Euro's lack of concentration that ended up conceding the goal. And also, like, it's last minute, Maguire cleans up everything. Like, he that's his job, basically. He's so good at that. That's the only thing I didn't understand. I like the fact that he subbed Bruno. I would want him slightly earlier, so that Maino gets at least 25, 30 minutes. Because I think there isn't that much contrast in terms of when we're not necessarily... When you're trying to hold the game, manage the pace, move the ball a bit more forward. Because I feel like Bruno doesn't move the ball. He has, like shield and pass and all those things. Mainu can progress the ball from one point to the other without losing the ball. I think that maybe there's a sign. Apart from that, I think most important thing was 3 points at home versus the best team in the world. And I am hopeful. So now we're playing, I think, a small team next. I don't know what it is. And the goal is to now just stick around there. Like, I obviously not win the league, but like if I am 1 point behind you or 2 points, 3 points behind Arsenal, I'm hopeful. Because you guys could lose to Newcastle. We could win another
Well,
crazy
let's
one.
find out who
And
you
we
guys play next.
I think
Brentford.
You
Then
play
Sunderland.
Brentford,
Early kickoff.
early
Yeah.
kickoff
Brentford's
away
Sunderland.
from home.
I'm confident
Can
with
be
those
2
two
losses, bro, depending on how life works out.
Yeah,
It can be
Man
2
United
losses.
then host Sunderland a week after that. Think of how much training you guys will do.
Oh yeah, that's another week
And
of
then-
nothing.
and then after that, it's international break, and you come back straight to Liverpool, Anfield away. Jesus Christ!
I'm not scared of Anfield.
Don't
Sorry.
be scared, bro. I do not want you to be scared.
I'm
I
not
want you
scared
to
of
come there
Yeah,
feeling
come.
fresh.
Actually,
feeling
just
calm,
come. Kujeni
feeling
bana, karibuni.
relaxed. I don't want you to feel any type of feeling about that. game.
To be fair though, I believe in you guys.
I believe in me, bro.
Yeah,
Exactly.
good,
At Anfield.
good enough.
The thing
Yeah, I
is-
do. I've seen them do it.
You've seen them do it before against Nunes, against those guys. See them do it this time.
Against Verts.
Yeah, against Isak,
Against
against
Verts.
Ekitike,
If Vart starts, then easy for us.
against Mo Salah. Yeah.
Mo Salah Kwanzaa has had a shit season so far.
Trust. Is that a shit season?
Yeah, bro.
he
There's
starts
no
are really-
reason why he should win
His
Ballon
stats are
d'Or.
really popping for a shit season, but yeah, I got you.
He really shouldn't be winning Ballon d'Or, bro. Just saying.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you
think there's
about
much about United. I think most important, we needed 3
it. Needed
points.
the 3 points.
It was just a
And
bad
we
game.
got 3
though.
points.
It was a
It
horrible
Yeah,
game.
that was a horrible
It was
game.
a low quality game, low quality management, low quality clubs, low quality fans. It was just so shit.
Yeah, everything
man.
was just bad.
The weather was shit. Oh my
Everyone
god.
panicked
Yeah.
from the start.
You guys don't have drainages for your pitch.
Trust
I
me.
mean, we make more money than you.
You should be doing better without money.
Bro, there's no drainage, there's no roof.
Yeah.
There's like
There's
I
no
don't know
staff.
what I expect.
We are saving our expenses. That's why
There's
we're
no
making more
staff.
money.
There's rats.
Yeah.
Like no meat in their sandwiches.
That was
Anyway, let me read out some comments within the chat. So we have Ian Kivuti who says, "I get what Saddam is saying. It's the same way US/UK immigrants have more affinity to their home countries over their host countries." Oh, okay. Kaloki says, "Facts. He likes investing too. 30 minutes in, Saddam hasn't talked about Arsenal. The game is gone." Scott McTominay, number 18 in the Ballon d'Or.
Oh, number 18.
See what happens when you leave United.
Yeah, Gyökeres is number 15.
Joker is number 15, bro. Number 15. Let's go. United's position last season. Anyway, Lastborn Kevo says, to opposing truths. Mohamed Elmi says, Saddam, we are the 3-point collectors. Kareem Tosh, your opinion about the Vinny Jr. situation. What's the Vinny Jr. situation?
I think.
I think it's done with Madrid. Madrid might be done with him, like just generally in terms of.
I mean,
Alonso is like he's not really.
I spoke with
Doesn't
a
fancy
Real
him.
Madrid
Yeah.
fan literally on Saturday, and one of my friends posed to him the question that Vinny Jr. has been so off the pace, like he's not like himself. He's been playing like shit, and he was like, nah, he's been actually picking up form. He's been banging goals now. He's back from injury.
They told Saudi 1 billion.
Oh, it's because Saudi want him.
Yeah.
It's one of them ones. Then
I
what-
don't know,
they'll
maybe-
sell. They'll sell.
like-
Then they'll be like, pendejos, we are the best sellers now. I'm telling you, bro. Anyway, it's fine. Let's see. Ian Kivuti says, Maresca should have been braver. Even at 10 men, this United team is mentally fragile. They would have gotten a point.
That's fair.
Actually, he used almost all your subs. And then he got injured, I think. What's his name?
Yeah.
Let's get some quick predictions because
Fofana.
people are asking. Just the name. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
Salah.
Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
Musa.
Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
I think Yamal.
Huh?
I think
Look,
Lamine does it.
Usman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Usman Dembele.
Me, I have
Lamine does
have
it.
a-
Osman as well. What did I say?
You said Musa.
Said
I was
Musa.
confused. I was like, what the
Who's
fuck?
Musa?
Yeah.
I was just
Dembele,
loud.
right.
What the fuck?
There's like a
All them Muslims. Goddamn Muslims.
nah, but me have a, there's an agenda I'm finna start soon, the anti-Yamal agenda. This
We're
kid-
gonna talk about it.
Yeah, this
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just talk about
Why
it.
are you hating on a 17-year-old?
Bro.
Are you not embarrassed?
hell, bro. I
Then he's an immigrant.
I also respect
supports
Dubs a
Morocco.
bit too much. Yeah.
He supports Morocco. He plays for Spain.
Support little people.
You should be his fan.
I am his fan. I'm a big fan of his. I'm a big fan of his, bro. But
Small.
Usman Dembele got married. He's a married Muslim man. Yamal is still hiring midgets. So
Salah
Yeah, carry on.
Salah has been married. Salah's is fought for Palestine. Salah's a really
wait, what is this campaign? Talk about the football.
yes.
Shut the fuck up. You're not gonna sell me Palestine stuff.
I saw the Ballon d'Or checklist for
How the
criteria. The criteria for picking
Are you being
the winner.
serious right now?
Yeah, they actually put it out. There are three main criteria. On and off the pitch is a main criteria.
Vinicius.
And-
And then he's wondering.
Huh?
Sorry,
Yeah,
just
so
Vinicius
like
came
that,
to
that
mind.
part when they actually put it, that's when I got the thought process. Yamal can't win it. Yamal has had too much going on off the pitch.
Hella.
And
Nah,
it's
just
not
West-
it's not a good look for football.
He's had one small issue.
He hasn't had one
literally
small.
small.
He hasn't had one small issue. He's had bare issues. But now, you see the problem with like whatever Yamal has going on. That's okay. His stats also don't measure up. Yamal had 9 goals in the league.
So the
That's
first
the
time-
only thing he won.
It's not the first time they're giving someone with low goals.
It's
How
not
many
even-
goals did Modric have? How many goals did
Modric was different. Modric got Croatia to a World Cup final.
No,
he got
but-
Croatia to like.
But so now you're mentioning
And he
something
won
else
the
other than
the
goal.
Champions League and La Liga. This guy only won La Liga. He only has 1 trophy from last season.
Did he win the
Copa del Rey.
Copa-
Sorry.
How did they won the Copa del Rey?
Yes, they did.
Or did Bilbao win the Copa
No,
del
no,
Rey?
no. They won Copa del Rey, and
There was a smaller team that won one of the cups there.
Bro, Copa del Rey. I'm telling
Let
you.
me
You're
search,
talking
bro.
about the Super Cup. I know exactly what you're talking about because you're talking
He's
about
supposed to Super Cup.
Yeah,
The
one
one
that's
for
played in
Basque.
Saudi.
the one that's played by Basque teams or Catalonia or something.
Edu Gampa Trophy. No, that's the same shit I've been going through the whole day with Farouk on the time. So I'm not in a metric. He's like, Yamal
Wait,
has
hold on,
50.
hold on. Let's get this right, bro. What did I keep saying his name wrong? Yamin Lamal.
Huh?
Lamin Yamal.
Yeah, Lamine
Yamal. Yeah. What did he actually win?
I have a feeling it's just La
so
Liga.
Copa del Rey 2025.
Exactly.
2025
Yo, Copa
champions.
del
No,
Rey.
I'm searching. Bro, exactly, bro.
Exactly. I don't know. I thought it was like another smaller team, but it's okay if it's Barcelona. But Copa
Barcelona won the match
Yeah.
3-2. Yeah. Against who? Yeah, Copa del Rey final, Barcelona won the match 3-2.
Yeah, whichever way. So Copa del Rey and La Liga combined,
The only thing he didn't win was Champions League.
they win the Champions
Let's
League.
say
No, but aren't
The only
they
thing he did
considering,
not
aren't
win
they
is
considering the
Champions
Euros?
Yeah,
They're considering
but
the Euros.
the Euros was the
Euros,
previous
yeah.
season. The Euros
The
wasn't.
previous
Yeah, the
season,
Euros
yeah.
wasn't this season. This
That now
season,
gave
So
Roach the
what did they
Ballon
win
d'Or.
this season? The
Nations League. Portugal won it. So
Yeah, they lost.
if there was gonna be an argument for a player of achievements,
yeah.
Nuno Mendes. If there was gonna be an argument for a player, just
No, we
off-
know we never do that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just off achievements, because if you're gonna get Dembele with all the trophies that a club can win, he got that. But if you're gonna add national team, then because that's what people wanna bring in with Yamal and whatever he did, then bring in Nuno Mendes. He won the actual.
You're being
trophy.
very selective. You're saying what you're doing is you're saying okay, fine, because he was in this tournament, choose the best one here. Because no, don't do that.
Nah.
Because that's unfair. It doesn't add up.
I've
So-
even said statistically, Salah had 57 goals and assists in 52 games. The main contenders, the Yamal had 30 goals and assists in 60 something games.
No one talks about games. That's a unaribu.
Bro, who's
Just-
not talking about games?
no,
It's as simple as
no.
this is more than a goal and
Anaribu
assist a
Vipi, like,
game.
Why?
No,
why?
an
why
Unaribu
Anaribu.
Vipi.
Anaribu?
Let me say on Anaribu. When you mentioning the amount of games, what are you trying to say?
He performed better in fewer games.
No,
so
but-
he had a better
no.
season for the games he played.
You could look at it that way. I could look at Yamal is fit, can play more games.
It wasn't about
I
The
have
ability to
another
play more
angle.
games,
I have
the ability
another
to play
angle.
more games
No.
comes down to the player being available.
Saddam,
He never
Saddam,
played-
don't
my
go
play-
that far. I have another angle. He may have played more games because his team progressed further than Mo Salah's team. Like for example, the Champions League, and maybe he didn't give an
He
assist
only played.
in one
He only
extra
played
game.
five. He only played 4 or 5 more games in the Champions League.
That's quite a number.
The problem. There's a difference of 12 games.
More games
between them.
imetoka hapi.
Games zaidi zimetoka. Salah wetu achezangi Carling Cup, achezangi FA Cup. We got to the
So
Carling Cup
how is that
final.
Yamal's problem?
It's not a problem. It's because of his star level. We won't play. We won't get.
That's a really dumb thing to not
Does
discuss
Messi
about.
play? Does Messi play? Did Messi? I watched Messi play during his heydays.
They're playing every game.
Messi never used to play Copa del Rey games at the start.
He used to play every game, bro. I'm sorry.
So
I feel like he used to play every game.
he never used to play Copa
I'm
del
not
Rey.
gonna
90
lie,
minutes.
I feel like he used to play every game.
Bro,
Like,
this
I have never seen Messi benched during prime Messi.
I have. I saw the.
I
You
have.
don't
From
remember
the beginning?
You don't remember the video where he's
Bro,
coming back
he's
to
coming
injury?
in the 60th
No.
minute.
You're talking about
The
during-
most famous
Yeah.
clip, like everybody's just standing. What are you talking
during an
about?
injury. Wait. During an injury. Sindio,
I've seen
I'm
Copa
talking about-
del Rey. They were never even in the squad.
I'm
All right,
talking
so-
about him being rested because
All right, so
for whatever
listen,
reason.
we're looking at things too granularly. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Okay, let's zoom out. So I'm gonna give one example, and then I'm gonna give my position on the Ballon d'Or. So I remember 2010, Inter Milan win every trophy possible. Diego Milito, Eto'o, Pandev, and Schneider were crucial. Just as well as were Cambiaso, Zanetti being played off the left back and so on, Macon, Lucio and Samuel, right, the centre backs, and Julio Cesar, the keeper. The shouts were for Snyder to win the Ballon d'Or. I think he was one of the highest nominated players, but I didn't understand why it was Snyder.
Schneider, not
Snyder.
no.
Schneider.
All right, fair enough. I just read it how I see it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Schneider.
We don't judge. Yeah.
So Schneider, like, people were pushing him to be the nominee, the main runner up against these other guys. But I didn't understand why it wasn't Diego Milito, who had scored in every cup final. He was the top scorer of Serie A, and he scored, I think, throughout the knockout stages of the Champions League and the Coppa Italia and so on.
I know why. Let me tell you why.
Hold on.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking at the time. Right?
Okay.
Looking back at all the different Ballon d'Or winners over the last few seasons with Messi, Ronaldo, I figured out what it actually is, right? It's memorability, right? It's memorability, and then lesser priority is consistency, and then the numbers, and then eventually the team achievements, right? In fact, I'm a little bit torn between whether it's team achievements above stats or the other way around. So now, for example, my case for this season is Ousmane Dembele, but at the same time, I'm not negating what Salah did. I'm not negating what Rafinha or Lamine Yamal did. It's just that he put up stats, he put up big moments in big games where everybody was watching, and then they've actually won those trophies pamoja, like especially the intercontinental trophies, like the. Okay, he didn't do anything Super Cup, to be fair.
He didn't do anything anyway.
He didn't do Super Cup.
Club World Cup.
I don't consider that.
Didn't do anything there. Didn't do anything.
We don't care about that.
I'm sure that matters to this guy. But
didn't do anything didn't do anything in the last couple of games in the Nations League and whatever,
yeah. But I'm talking about like in the Champions League campaign and then in the French league. That's where the bread and butter was for him, and I feel like that's what's gonna carry him. The thing is, why I don't think it's gonna be Salah is when they needed him most, Champions League quarterfinal against PSG, he was out. Like he was out of the game. He was out of the game. Like he was locked up. Like he just wasn't in there.
Both legs.
It's wild how you can revisit such things, because the only reason PSG got to the whatever round of the qualifiers at the start was in spite of Dembele. He had the worst first half of the season.
He did.
So
he did.
The reason why they won the trophy had nothing to do with him. The rest of the team got them there. Then
for example,
he had a good half for the season.
But you can't say nothing to do with him, because you have to surely agree that the goal that he scored at Anfield played a big part.
Look at it this way: you'd rather get someone who scores for you quarter, semi-final than the first 3 games, because the first 3 games on the group doesn't really do much.
It gets you to that stage.
No, but clearly it wasn't enough.
It gets you
there. But let me finish. He ghosted during the first half of the season.
Yeah.
But they were still there. So that means it wasn't necessary.
His ghosting was this close, was one position away from getting them out.
No, but that is minor things that don't matter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you're getting a bit
that's
too microscopic.
Yeah,
it's
zoom out, bro.
With Dembele, it's okay because he won the trophies and it's cool. Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, it's a trophy. Yeah. If Salah won Champions League, we won't be talking about trophy. It's cool. Yeah.
Nah, I've said it's cool because he won the trophies. It's well and good. He scored 21 goals. He had 9 assists. That's almost Salah's goal tally alone in the league. So it's not really about whatever he carried. It's not
but you see, Kiarie, the way you're campaigning, like it would make perfect sense if you're campaigning for like top scorer award or top contributions award.
Because with Salah, anaongelea tu bao peke yake.
Bro, it's not even about stats. Like Salah single-handedly won the hardest league in the world by himself.
I don't think so.
Okay,
so the hardest.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he did it by himself.
Liverpool had the second best defense in the league.
We had the best
Gravenberch
attack only
was
because
the best
of one
midfielder.
person.
Yeah, Gravenberch was the only midfielder you guys had, and he carried that.
Bro, when I
that
talk
midfield.
about Salah's stats, I'm talking about them in the league. When I say he had 29 goals and he had 18 assists, that's only in the league. That's more combined than Lamine and Dembele had in their league.
I get about numbers.
But listen,
numbers are not obsessed about.
You know why?
Kiarie,
Kiarie, I feel like you don't see the reason why we don't hold numbers as high as you do. But just juicy, right? If you're playing Champions League FPL, Mo Salah takes a free kick and it hits Andy Robertson on the calf and it goes in, you've gotten 6 points.
Salah was involved in
It's an assist.
Now just listen on this.
It counts.
He was involved in over 60% of our goals. Just as a team, over 60% of our goals were contributed about by one player. So take that away from us. We might not even make top 4.
That's a you kind of problem, because you had Nunes and those weird people.
Yeah,
that's why.
So imagine, bro.
It's nothing.
Imagine me winning an Emmy with you.
No, listen to me.
Like he did, to be fair.
Bro. I think that's tougher. That's tougher than.
Yeah, but I don't think Salah is like really up there, because Zuhum talked about memorability, but last year's Ballon d'Or, whose league campaign, or do you remember more, Vini or Rodri?
Yeah.
I think you'd remember Vini more
Yeah.
than
I'd say
Rodri,
Vini.
right?
Yeah.
But that did not come into play into this guy is actually choosing Vini.
On and off the pitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I think
really
actually that
insecure.
off the pitch kind of stuff really came to bite him. But I'm looking at that criteria still. Lamine still has that off pitch
Yeah.
hula baloo and everything. But when you look at it, I don't think people talked about it for more than a week about that.
It wasn't
whole
as
story.
bad as like
it
wasn't
actually
a
came
scandal,
through.
like-
It actually came, but how I believe maybe like the Spanish press or whoever now was in charge of like suppressing the story and making sure like this thing doesn't go off, they did a good job because no one spoke about it after that.
That's just the dwarf story. They're the
Yeah,
babes.
yeah,
There's
they're the
whatever.
babes.
No,
Yeah.
what's wrong? What's
you
wrong
know-
with having
you know,
babes, man?
It's not about having babes. It's
like,
whatever.
were you not 17 at once, Kiarie?
You know,
I was in 17,
Yeah, the babes.
hurling at a 32-year-old.
Because you weren't Lamine Yamal, bro.
Even if I was Yamal, bro. Messi was 17. I was watching Messi at 17.
no, when Kiarie was 17, I don't believe you were talking about certain babes, being a certain breast size and everything
trust.
coming to
Yeah.
your party.
Finish your point. We move on to the next topic.
So I'm just saying, Lamine has good press, has good PR, and so do many Spanish players. So I ideally I would want Dembele to win, but in terms of how I see it going, I actually do see like
France Football
Yamal
Magazine knows what
getting
they're
that.
doing. It's either Dembele or Salah. And if we do push too much, Vitinha or Nuno Mendes. But this Yamal agenda, we can't be giving a 17-year-old a Ballon d'Or. In this world, we've seen better 17-year-olds. I've seen Rooney at 17 was better.
Cup.
Rooney at 17
Yo,
was
speak closer to the mic.
Wongo.
There's no,
No,
cap
as in
there.
people can't hear you.
Aye, sawa. Wongo.
Mbappe at 17 was better. He did more at a bigger stage. Carried the Monaco team to heights in the Champions
Michael
League.
Wongo.
So it's not.
Put the numbers that you're talking about.
So someone's actually asking you, just to wrap up on
Yeah.
this. Someone's actually saying, okay, I can't find the comments. Oh yeah, Brinks says, Kiarie, tell us Salah's UEFA Champions League goal and assists compared to Dembele and Lamine.
He had 3 goals and 4 assists.
That's embarrassing. Khalas. In the story. We cannot.
He had
3
3
goals.
3 goals and 4 assists.
What is 3 goals, man?
That's his
Three
last.
goals.
That's
3 goals in how many games? 15?
How many were penalties?
3 goals and 4 assists.
How many were penalties?
In 3 goals and 4 assists in 9 games or 10 games, which is,
How many were penalties?
bro, I don't know.
Come on, you know everything about Salah.
Bro, I know majority of Rafinha's goals. I know Rafinha's 11 goals and assists were against Brest, Benfica, and Young Boys.
Oh,
So the fact
you have
that
a problem-
the fact that
you
we
have
can
a problem
actually
with
sit down-
Brest?
Yeah, I have a problem with scoring all your goals against Brest.
I feel like once you score with Brest, bro.
So
with
like-
Brest
I
is
feel like
okay,
That's
but
what I'm saying,
against Brest, you see.
All right, well, let's. Sydney Omori says, "Watch the damn game, man. Watch out on the stats." Yikes. Moody. He says, "If Dembele doesn't win, then we know there's some sort of bias or rigging. Individually and trophy-wise, Dembele was clear of everyone else,
Except Salah.
except Salah, I guess."
Yeah.
Mohamed Almi says, "Musa Dembele."
Legacy Ballon d'Or.
Imagine Musa Dembele watching
See,
winning
everyone-
Ballon
no,
d'Or in Tottenham,
Now,
bro.
you see that
Like
pod
crazy.
thing where every footballer who comes on to pods that day is like the hardest player played
Yeah,
against
yeah.
was Musa Dembele.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Then they just decided to bring it back for one last
It's
time.
hilarious, bro. Anyway, so let's move on to the next thing, which is obviously the big game between Liverpool-Everton.
Big game, sweet
I'm
game.
joking. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
yeah. Big
But
game, sweet
just
game.
finish up your thoughts on
That's a
Liverpool
quick one,
Everton
bro.
before
There's
we-
nothing
yeah.
much. Yeah, it's regular stuff. 15
It
points.
is regular stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why people thought that there could be a chance.
Yeah, these guys just thought derby, bro. That's Merseyside
That's
is
the
red.
most one-sided derby I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
No, like the only time there is a chance is at Everton, and if only if it's on a Monday night.
Now we're kind
get?
of comfortable.
In
This is-
December.
as a team, we're kind of comfortable, and we play according to our opposition. So that's the only thing I've seen this season. We show up according to the opposition, and when 2-0 up, then we just put our foot off the gas. But that's kawaida. We just have a bit too much firepower in the team. So we just have that feeling that we'll eventually win. Even if you do come back, we'll eventually win. But the team is buzzing, man. The team is all... We've not had a good performance yet this season except the Atletico game. But everything's just looking forward right now.
You thought that was the
Isaac
good
003? What do you think about it?
Yeah?
Isaac 003.
Isaac doesn't have 003.
Ayakona 00 what?
It's like maybe 0-0-2.
Oh, big
Zero.
difference.
I know.
I have something to read out for
I'm
you.
not gonna do any 0-0s as long as I'm winning. So if at the end of the season, just like whatever the statement that was put yesterday here, if Wits and Isak combine for 5 goals and 2 assists, and we win the league
this is stupid.
and the Champions League, I have 0 issues. You won't come here and tell me, oh, you guys spent 120 million on a guy who... I don't give a shit. Give me the trophy. As long as we win trophies, you guys can keep... You can keep
I have a
whatever.
stat here for you. 9 out of 10 Premier League games this weekend had 5+ minutes added of second half added time.
So many minutes,
The
bro.
only game which didn't was the game where Liverpool was struggling to hold on to versus Everton, where only 3 minutes were added.
Struggling to hold on.
Why are you guys being given the amount of minutes that you need for whatever objectives you have? Plus the yellow card.
So according to Zuhum, we were struggling
quick
to hold
free
on.
kick.
I think Everton had maybe...
The yellow card for the
I
quick
think
free
No,
kick.
just listen. I think Everton had 1 shot on target in 95 minutes.
That doesn't
One
mean
or two.
it doesn't mean you should
Nah, so-
not give them enough time.
You're going to deduct 2 points.
Nah,
so you 2 minutes.
No, so you tell me, ideally, you've had 1 shot in 95 minutes. The argument now that comes in is if you added 2 extra minutes, that's where the shot that will have actually been a goal will have come in. It's just nonsense, bro. The only reason why the minutes were that few is because the substitutions were done together. We were playing a fast game. We weren't really keeping the ball out of play. You guys get 10 minutes because you keep the ball outside 24 minutes and a half.
I don't know.
So that's just how
I
it is.
didn't mention Arsenal. You're
Yeah,
getting
that's what I'm
insecure.
saying.
You're getting insecure.
You've said majority of the
You're
team.
getting insecure. You're getting rattled.
Nah,
Don't do
Zoom,
this.
you watch Arsenal games. You watch
an
the
Arsenal
signboard.
fan.
Yeah, you watch the signboard go up. You see 8 minutes. Then you act shocked,
Like once.
not knowing you guys have
You
been
know
kicking
when
the-
that was? When we were at Anfield and you
You
guys
kicked-
were drawing with us. That's
You
when it was,
kicked
bro.
the ball out for the half.
For corners,
So
we're
it's
attacking
not-
you guys.
It takes you 2 minutes to take 1 corner. So why is your game not gonna have a lot of minutes added on?
I mean, to be fair, they're known for taking corners quickly.
This conspiracy against Liverpool. We don't
Do the
there's no-
Henri smile.
You guys want-
hey, that's actually not that bad. That's actually not that bad, bro.
Zoom, you've been pushing this for time. There's a whole PGML, whatever thing. Guys want to put it across for Liverpool bias, media bias.
No, I think it's there though.
We
So
all.
whom you've been pushing it. Everybody knows it's there,
It's
bro.
not there. Like
It
if you
is.
guys actually just.
But I don't expect you to see it.
Nah,
though.
if you guys
Because
actually.
he's crazy, right?
Like, wait,
it's like when you're telling someone he's
I don't
crazy, but he
expect
doesn't
you.
believe you.
Like I can't sit here and say Kiarie will tell me we're being favored. I don't expect that.
See,
like
me-
you, whatever you're saying right now is expected. So
If
you
I-
don't have to say it.
If I was being favored, I'd have told you guys like, yeah, no wonder
No.
this happened.
Nah, you wouldn't.
We're the only club. We're the only club that has had a referee come out and clearly say, I hate these guys. I hate this manager. I wish they lose. And he's come out. He's been
No.
fired.
Yeah, but he didn't say, and all my friends also do. You get.
That's a professional referee who managed our games, who said the same thing.
Klopp was a piece of shit towards him.
There's nothing concrete you guys have other than theories about, bro, we've had goals chalked out. We've had Odegaard playing basketball
So
at
did
Anfield.
we.
And we've never had a problem with it. We know how to move on to things.
This
You
little
guys just
bubble.
don't know how to take stuff.
Like as in the Brentford goal against Man City. The Brentford goal, that equalizer, when in our first ever title race with Man City, wasn't that chalked off? Like people live in a bubble, but it's fine. You take as much added time you need in that bubble.